My public church sermons center on the Bible. Since the Bible is silent on abortion, so was I. My leading inquisitive youth groups included God's Gift of Sexuality materials. Our safe sharing focused more on committed relationships, plus STD and pregnancy prevention than abortion. However, any written submission to the question box was discussed. In private counseling, I walked with Christian women through problem pregnancies. My questions help them make their best choices because I trust women to do what is right. These writings have been called Reflections and Questions because, in my experience, good questions help people discover the best answers for their lives within them. When I was an associate pastor, I befriended a female associate rabbi. We had most of the Bible and issues playing second fiddle in common. She asked me, "Do you know a reason rabbis don't protest women's health clinics?" I said, "I guess rabbis ask questions rather than scream shameful statements." She said, "Nice try, but it's because we study Torah, the first 5 books of the Hebrew Scriptures." I asked, "What do you read there?" And she taught me. In the second story of creation, God forms the earthling out of the earth. Hebrew, Adam, man, out of Adamah, ground. Genesis 2:7. Then God breathed into the nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. Life begins with the breath of life and ends when God's breath leaves. In fact, the name for God, Yahweh, I am who I am, sounds like breathing. Yahweh. We breathe God's name as long as we live. The possibility for life may begin at conception through gestation, but God tells us when life itself begins, the first breath of life. She then filled my silent reflection with more mundane Torah. Exodus 21:22 through 23. When men who are fighting injure a pregnant woman so that there is a miscarriage, and the woman lives, the one responsible shall be fined what the woman's husband demands, paying as much as the judges determine. If the woman dies, then you shall give life for life. Back when patriarchy viewed wives and children as property, causing a miscarriage was a monetary fine for the loss of a future possible child, not murder. The death of a woman was punished as taking a life. The difference makes all the difference. If you live in Missouri, how will you decide on Amendment 3 to our state constitution that restores the reproductive rights an old law removed? How much do you trust women and physicians to make good decisions? How much do you trust outsiders seeking the power to control you? When have you experienced good intentions result in bad consequences?